don't talk you for a day, now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case, and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different. G-ski established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny, daddy went to jail for. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. She turned this from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with you. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post only don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way, and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day, and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case, and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Down the left sideline. How about this? DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 82 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Smash, smash.
Singletary to get the drive started. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check, 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 check. Ready, right?
Stroud sets up the play action. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Ready,
An
set.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really. Here's a diving catch right side. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Swift going to try up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once again, it's Swift. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 27 yards. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Eagles 14, Texans 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 70 at the 4-yard line.
Stroud backed up near his goal line. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Brown goes in motion left.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Play action. Stroud now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Devontae Smith. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Nothing, our score after one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
In motion right is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Don't touch that. Hey, 73. Don't touch.
On first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Texans nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go, strike.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
3rd and 14.
Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Say, hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Stroud and company going for it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's out to the flat for Swift. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith
from 3 yards out.
And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And my goodness, another interception.
picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Hurts changing up the play.
First down, Eagles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
King, Phil King.
Second down, here's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's... And now here is another interception. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next to score, Eagles 55, Texans nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well,
this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Stroud sets up the play action. This is caught. It's Woods. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Stroud keeps it, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pierce, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. About 3 yards there to the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
they can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a toss play right to Swift.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 16. This is Swift on the counter.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
155 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd and 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the...
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly.